There's no way they'd come here.
I used to run with his crew. If Morello wakes up one morning and wants to come heavy, he'll come heavy.
Nah, now he won't.
He goes with his gut. If there's one thing he's got, it's gut.
He'd see all of Little Italy burn.
To the ground.
From the news desk of WLH 570, a special report on crime in our city. It had been hoped by lawmakers and the general public alike that the end of Prohibition would cut off the mob's air supply. But 2 years since the repeal of the 18th Amendment, it seems to have merely added fuel to the conflagration of crime that engulfs the country. It would appear that removing the conditions that created a new type of virulent gangsterism is not going to remove the problem. The criminal empires that amassed such wealth and power in the last decade and a half are simply too powerful, too deep-rooted to simply be swept away. The more established of these organizations are consolidating their power. The competition between them continues to bring violence and bloodshed into the public square. We saw this in Empire Bay with the Vinci Moretti War that ended in the car bomb killing of mob boss Tommaso Moretti. Gangs such as the Vinci family are now, in many cases, highly sophisticated, well-organized international operations. They owe their success to their brutality and to the many lawmen and legislators in their pockets. Yes, don't allow yourself to be mistaken. The mob may be the instigator, the driving partner, but the corrupt politician or the dirty cop is the facilitator. And both
いいのあったんじゃない今。あ。
How you doing?
取られた取られたわけではないよね。
City officials and public servants earn more than most, and did so even at the height of the Depression, so that frankly does not wash. Plenty of people far worse off live without sin. As we have seen in Lost Heaven, standing up to the mob can be a dangerous game. Suspected mob hits carried out against officials in a number of American cities attest to that. What are our state and federal governments doing to ease public concerns? What can we expect from J. Edgar Hoover and his BOI, now renamed the Federal Bureau of Investigations? Are we truly powerless in the face of such callous disregard for human life? We shall let you know if we ever receive answers to these questions. This concludes our special report.
セルジ弟だ。さすがに弟やっちゃったらもうやばいんじゃないの。お兄ちゃんブチギレでしょ。ちゃんと前見て走れよてめえよ。後ろから押しちまうぞ。バイクもさ、他なんか種類ないのかな。
Assistance needed immediately.
He's there!
Pursue and arrest. Bring him in.
Stop right where you are!
あ
Stand still. We don't need scum like him on the streets.
This guy's dangerous. You have permission to shoot.
くっそパトカーは乗れるけどなんかあんまりパクれるイメージはないなと思うんだがな。こっからかーい。まあチェックポイントだからな。
There's no way they'd come here.
I used to run with his crew. If Morello wakes up one morning and wants to come heavy, he'll come heavy.
Nah, now he won't.
He goes with his gut. If one thing he's got, it's gut.
He'd see all of Little Italy burn.
Take whatever motor you wanted, Tom.
Sure. You good?
Kinda. Could have done without Sam and Vinny wrecking Paulie's motor. Guy's been acting like his balls are in a vice. Some of the days it feels like I'm the only guy who don't go to work healed.
この前事故ってた車ポーリーのなあれ。まあじゃあちょっと道で車借りて行こうかな今回は。この車にしよう。取られた。くそ、取られた。
我諗返起我以前嘅好街坊。
From the news desk of WLH 570, a special report on crime in our city. It had been hoped by lawmakers and the general public alike that the end of Prohibition would cut off the mob's air supply. But 2 years since the repeal of the 18th Amendment, it seems to have merely added fuel to the conflagration of crime that engulfs the country. It would appear that removing the conditions that created a new type of virulent gangsterism is not going to remove the problem. The criminal empires that amassed such wealth and power in the last decade and a half are simply too powerful, too deep-rooted to simply be swept away.
Over やっちまってもよかったんだけどよ。よし、この車取られた。
to the mob can be a dangerous game. Suspected mob hits carried out against officials in a number of American cities attest to that. What are our state and federal governments doing to ease public concerns? What can we expect from J. Edgar Hoover and his BOI, now renamed the Federal Bureau of Investigation? Are we truly powerless in the face of such callous disregard for human life? We shall let you know if we ever receive answers to these questions. This concludes our special report.
Good today.
その車現状
Hey, you lost?
どういうことどういうことだろう。要はうまいこと忍び込まんとあかんってことか。
Yeah, that's gotta be Sergio's car. How am I gonna get through to it?
You don't know. You lost?
めっちゃ見てはるけど。よしよしまさかこんなとこから来るとは誰も思うまい。
You don't know shit. Place is as quiet as the grave. Next time I'll tell him. I'll tell him I had enough of this. Hey!
あれできんのかな、あれ締め落とすやつって。
Yeah, that's gotta be Sergio's car. How am I gonna get through to it?
Can't remember the last time I pulled this trigger.
Oh, よし。いいな、肉焼いてんじゃん。
Just sleep forever.
せやな。あんま離れたらあかんの。